What is up, you guys? This is Batman123 giving you guys another review of a car. And yes, this is currently my new car that I am driving in because my RX-8 has died on me, like, completely, to a point where the engine was really bad. So sadly, it's an unfortunate thing to happen, but lucky for me, the car gave me like almost like a like somewhere around like a $3,000 to almost $4,000 discount to put forward to this car, which is this is a brand new 2013 Mazda 3, and it is a 4-cylinder with, let's say, like 25 to 28 mpg, if I'm not mistaken. So it is a 2.0 liter. Know that too. So there may not be a lot of things I know about this car currently, but the cool thing about it that you may be wondering, oh, why did I get this? Well, it's either I get a car or I don't get a car, and I really kind of needed a car because, I'm trying to look for a job. So, I mean, I don't really live super close where I could just walk to places. So, yeah. So that's pretty much my explanation for now. So it's a nice car. This was like their only manual Mazda 3. And yes, this is a 5-speed manual transmission. So yeah, this was the only manual they had that was a Mazda 3. It was a non-hatchback. I really wanted a hatchback, but they were automatics. So I was kind of determined to get a manual because it's something I really never driven in before. So this was the only black one also. So it was like, oh wow, it's really nice, nice color, and it's a manual. Alright, so let's open it up. These are my new keys now. They're not anything special anymore, and I can't unlock the car or whatever with alarm keys. I have to open the doors manually. Cause it's like the base model, pretty much. Like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like one of the lowest priced ones of these cars, but it's it's still freaking good. Alright, I could handle, locking the doors with my hands and stuff and unlocking with my hands. It's not a problem. I mean, it feels good, manual, you might as well have manual doors and stuff. So yeah. Speakers, I know for a fact that you could probably get Bose. I'm not sure what I have currently on here, but that's fine. I mean, the sound system sounds great. And I have Mazda 3 mats on it, so it's really nice. It's a little bit, dirty because I've been driving it like, a couple days, and the floor isn't clean. Somehow dirt and stuff still gets in here. I'm kind of surprised how much. Like, I driven it like 3 days, let's say. Yeah, I got it on Wednesday of the 25th. Yeah. All right. So the interior is really nice. It has a two-tone kind of interior. The black cloth with like a gray stitching cloth of some sort. Like, I don't really know how they describe that, but it has like a feel of some sort. And the doors have the cloth on here, and I don't really think that's really leather, it's plastic, but whatever. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna go sit in the back. I mean, sit in the front. Sorry. And this is the gauge cluster of the car. I haven't really reached the limiter. I mean, I went to like 7,000 RPM when I shifted before, so I'm not sure how far it goes, but there probably is a limiter. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a 4-cylinder or whatnot. You don't really want to go too far. And I'm not really used to piston engines, really. And this thing has some mad torque that I never had in the RX-8, which is a blast. Especially when you have this 5-speed manual, it's a blast. The radio, it's really, really nice. I was like looking at this part, right, in camera view, and I was like, oh, well, there's the radio. That's pretty cool, but where's the, like, the interface? It's like right up there. And it looks really nice. I like that style, It's different to me. It's pretty cool. It's also, I'm not sure if it's a 6 CD radio. It might be because it says load. So, I don't know, my mom's Nissan, it has 6 CDs or whatever, and it has a load-in button. So it might or might not have. I'll find it out at some point. I don't really want to say anything right now. I do still have my, my Mazda style, my RX-8 style, kind of air vents for these. It's pretty nice. I like that. Oh look, traction control button off, and there's some extra buttons of some sort if you get the higher end ones. The steering wheel is really nice. And that's all I have on the left is the volume and skipping up mode and what is it called, mute for the radio. The horn, which I never horned it, but I don't really feel like doing that, so sorry if you wanted to hear a horn out of this whole video. So that's the front. You know, the passenger seat is very comfy. Like, the seats is really comfy. Like, it's really nice. And you got the 3 pedals, clutch, brake, and what is it, gas? Yeah. And right here you got your gas tank lid and your trunk. And over here you got your hood as usual and some storage, which I found out, which I kind of forget that it's there, so I never really got a chance to use it. There's some storage right here, and it's like damped, so it's like, you know, it goes up slowly. A little space where I put my phone normally, an output for, you know, like, I guess you plug in your chargers or whatever. You know, it's a cigarette lighter, you know, thing, but I just call it an outlet. Okay, so just work with me here. All right, I'm gonna close the door. And the doors, they're nice and, I mean, it didn't sound quiet, but it sounds really nice when you close it. It doesn't have a lot of storage, which I care less. I mean, my RX-8 never really had as much storage as this. I mean, I got this now. I got a freaking whole thing to put stuff. And right here I got my auxiliary cord, which is a blast. I love that. Now when I have friends in the car or something, they can, if they want to listen to their own music from their phone or iPod, plug it in and listen. And I also got my charger for my phone, and it's down there also. Like, it also it's one of these chargers. I had it in my RX-8 too. Let me get it out. It's a little bit messy right now, but yeah, it charges iPhone 4s, the 4S, and you know those. And this is connected to the USB part of it, so it's like if you brought your own charger in the car and it's not this, then you could, you know, plug it in. And also this thing comes off or whatever, if you probably haven't noticed. You got the let's see. Okay, there we go. We got the auxiliary in, and we got another spot where you plug in your charger or whatever, which is, this is what I have. I have it unplugged currently. Put that back. Put everything the way I had it, kinda. Okay, that's fine. And this, so this is the stick or whatever, the manual or whatever. It's really nice, you know. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then reverse. So yeah, that's how it is, and you have to put the clutch in when you do that. Yeah, and it goes up to 160, which so far in this car I got to 60 because I really haven't gotten, like, you know, to like highways or, you know, something like that. So I never really felt like how awesome it is. But this thing is really fun, and it's relatively, it sounds good. You know, it's not like a super quiet car as far as I think. I don't know if it's just me thinking like that, but inside, you know, you can really hear it. And it's really getting hot in the car because I don't have it on, but it's, you know, Texas heat, or I think it might be 90 or 100 something. I don't know. I need to check because it does have the temperature up there. I'll show you the back seats. Oh man, this is like the plus side of the car. I'm like really happy about, because for some reason I have more than one friend in the car with me. Although I need to unlock the door manually, like that from the inside. Which is, I like how it's like really close to the driver's seat, so I can just reach in. This is the back door. Leg space. Big improvement from my RX-8. I mean, I'm the driver, and what I'm like, I would say 5'8", 5'7". I don't know. I forgot how tall I am, but you know, you got a lot of leg room up here. And over there, well, there's not so much, but you know, people who don't sit right there, usually my friends just, you know, lean back and just chill. Well, I've noticed that the cloth, it does pick up a lot of like hair and like little, what do you call them, little fluffy things that fly around, I don't know, like off of clothes and stuff. That's what I noticed. And there's also mats back here too, which is nice. There's nothing here, which I didn't know. I didn't really look. Oh, well, there is a spot where you put like your cup or drink in the doors. That's actually really nice compared to my RX-8. Well, I had the sound. Wait, oh, this doesn't open. I thought it did. I was just, you know. And yeah, the seats can go. Oh, sorry about the sun. The seats can go back if I pull this latch or something. I haven't done that yet, but I don't really feel like showing that off. Okay, so that's the back seats really, and you know, you got your headrests and stuff, which I think, yeah, they're adjustable and stuff, so it's good. And you do have a window option, and you got the, oh, what is it called? Oh, let's get a camera view. Oh, lock firm or something, you know? I call it child lock, but yeah, it's like where you can open the door from the outside, but you can't open it from inside. Which when I got out of the dealership, my mom was like sitting there, and she couldn't get out. And then the next day, well, my friend told me about, oh, that's what could be, and I figured out, I was like, oh, cool, you know? It's really, really cool. I got that worked out because I didn't want to take it back to the dealership just to figure out that one problem, which they probably would have said over the phone. Trunk, oh, I could have released it automatically inside, but I just used my key. Trunk space, relatively a huge upgrade compared to my RX-8. I'm not complaining about the RX-8. I mean, what do you expect? It's a two-door or four-door sports car of some sort. And got my skateboards, got a backpack from Mazda, like, you know, those little stringy backpacks. My stuff from my RX-8. I took a bunch of stuff from my RX-8 really before I got rid of it. Right here is where your jack is. See, jack, and I'm assuming more tools back there, which, or maybe behind this. This is where I have a spare. See that? Oh yeah, there's my I forgot what they are called. The thing that unscrews wheels. Alright, let's close the trunk. Yeah. And I do have some plans with the car, and yes, these are hubcap rims, as basic as it can be for a car like this. But I'm fine with that, you know. I just love it for the fact it's thick and I have that torque that I never had before in the Mazda RX-8. Okay, so let's start. Let's start him up. This one's gonna be a boy, I think. Last one was a girl. Okay, clutch in, and this is my favorite part. It starts up instantly. Bam. Let's mute the radio. And up here, it would normally say hello. That's where like the radio and the information is up there. It's 11:20 p.m. It's 89 degrees. Wow, it feels a lot hotter than that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn up the AC, which I love these knobs because in my RX-8, I kind of broke the knob, so I had to like use pliers to kind of like work my AC. Also, AC is really nice and cold. My RX-8 was kind of not as cold as this, you know, which that could be indicating the part of the problem with the engine because it was overheating a lot. So that was a problem. And currently on the car I have half tank, which I have 160 miles on this car. From the dealership, on the 25th I've driven it with from 35 miles, and now I'm at 160 today, which is what, the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this car is that fun to drive, and I kind of like use it, you know, a lot just to get used to my driving manually and stuff, which is very easy. I'll probably show you like a little bit of how I drive, I guess. I mean, on the 25th was literally the first day I driven a manual, and I didn't really stall it at all. Like the salesman that was like, you know, with me, you know, trying to like teach me and stuff, it's like surprised how easily I kind of like got the hang of it, you know, because, you know, my RX-8 had the manual function, but like, you know, the up and down plus, and like I kind of like remember how like, oh, when you should shift and stuff. So it's like, in a way, the RX-8 helped me to get better with a manual, in a way, slightly, not as much, because it was a little bit tough in the beginning. I used to do burnouts every time I get into first gear on accident though, so no complaints with that. Back view mirrors are very clear. Currently the car isn't tinted, so I just have like a really clear view right now, and you got the lights and stuff. I don't have any glasses holder, which is cool. I don't care, you know. It's still nice. Can you see? Yeah, you can. These are the new advisors, I think that's what they call it. Slide this. You got your mirror, which is really, really nice. And let me show you under the hood, actually. If you pull this, I'll leave the window slightly open. And the driver window is automatic. And the trunk opens just the same as my RX-8 did. There's that 4-cylinder engine, you know. all that space back there, surprisingly. So the engine bay has a good amount of space, which is really nice. And oh, the engine is like a Honda way, you know, in that side. It's not like, you know what I mean, I think. And it's a 16 valve, variable valve, yeah, a dog, I don't know, but and it closes easily. It's really hot because the car is black and it's hot as hell out here in Texas. But enough of that. I'm gonna go inside the nice cool car, nice and cool down. All right, I closed the window. Oh, I almost dropped my phone. All right, and I'm gonna rev the car up for you so they can kind of hear from how it is inside. All right. And that's how it is from the inside, which sounds really good on the road as well. I'll open the window slightly. I'll open the window and kind of try to see if you catch from outside. I don't rev it out like crazy because I don't know about pistons as much. Honestly, it's really crazy. So I'm gonna set the phone outside and let you hear from there. It's a single exhaust. Exhaust is not the biggest thing in the world, but it has very nice space for a big one. Alright, let's stick it right here. Alright, hopefully you caught that very easily, and I don't know if the sunlight was in your eyes, so sorry, let that be, because I don't really know how it looks from your point of view. But that's how the engine sounds from the what do you call it? Sorry, outside, and how it sounded inside. Okay. So yeah, manual. It's fun. I definitely would recommend it if you're where you live. You don't have hills. You like literally don't ever normally have to drive up hills of some sort. Okay. That's when I would recommend a manual. Like Texas, it's it's fairly flat grounding, especially where I go, from home to school, and possibly a future job when I try to find one or some sort, So I could also kind of pay for this car. I kind of want to help my parents out because I feel bad that they had to go and buy their first brand new car for me, kind of a thing. They never really had a brand new car, but they had like relatively, used cars are like what 30,000 miles or so. They usually get those, but I actually got like a brand new car, which is really nice. Oh yeah, in the glove compartment, it's damped. It's really nice. You got your manual, you got your book, everything about this car, which is, to me, it's nice because I'm pretty sure it would add more value if I ever decide to sell it after I pay it off. And I don't think I should have like a really ton of miles. And the fact this is a 2013, it's like, it's gonna be good. It should carry some sort of value. It's a 5-speed, it's manual. You get nice mileage for a 4-cylinder. You got a nice rate. It's a nice car. A nice, I would have to say, first car. I know not many people can buy a brand new car, but it's just like you can find used ones with maybe a fairly good amount of miles and affordable prices and stuff. It doesn't have to be this car. I mean, any car with manual tran is like, it's a blast. Like, oh, if you don't like manual, go with an automatic. It's fine. And go with automatic. I would suggest if you have huge hills and stuff where you live, but not in my area so far where I go. Which I am gonna try still practice going up hills and stuff. There's a few tricks I kind of have an idea of what to do, but yeah. So yeah, everything in your controls and stuff. And when you plug in your phone, listen to music, you just click on the aux. And if you want to listen to music from your CD, click CD. If you want to listen to music from the radio, click on FM. The usual blinkers. I like the sound on that. It's really nice. Air vents, which. Oh yeah, that opens it more. Okay, that's cool. I didn't really know that until now. The interior is really nice, and it's a lot of black, which I do have ideas for the car, but I I honestly think that's about everything for my brand new 2013 Mazda 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, and future videos about this car should come, and I won't really try to do any crazy stuff with it except for burnouts. Wink wink, because I could definitely probably pull that off. And it's also a front wheel drive. Fun fact, I forgot to mention you that. I would kind of say it's like a Honda Civic except Mazda branded, except I like Mazda for some reason, so this car is cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I just repeated that. I'm Batman with the video, and I am out.